Let's see, third time the charm here. Let's see. How do I want this? I am gonna make a blue, green, possibly a little bit of black, possibly a little bit of sparkle, maybe even this twisty that I made earlier in a test, into some sort of a heart pendant. Heart pendants. I enjoy making them. So this is how I relax. First and foremost, because I've got a big blob on the end of this one, because I was playing around with the camera trying to make sure that it looked right, I want to be a little bit extra careful that I take my time to heat it up so that the heat actually can penetrate all the way through and it doesn't get too hot on too quickly. Because glass likes to shatter. But I think I'm gonna be okay because I'm getting it to melt at this point. You can kind of see that it's starting to turn a little bit red. There we go. So my basic guidance for this is that I'm just playing around. I don't really have a specific design in mind. I have a bit of a pattern that I follow when I'm doing heart pendants. Typically make a little, kind of a lollipop shape. Put a secondary color around it, which ends up turning into a twist, which we'll see how that goes today. I've got two colors of blue. This should be a light lapis, and then I've got a medium lapis over here. I think this is grass green. I'm playing in soft glass, so colors don't typically change too much. They can. Just depends. So here's kind of what I was saying a little bit before. Here's my little bit of a lollipop shape. I'm gonna go ahead and use this twisty because I don't know when I would use this otherwise. I made this when I was just kind of testing the flame and the video out. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna wrap the edge of this with this twisty. Sort of heating up the twisty, trying not to heat up my my lollipop shape too much. Just kind of letting it fall down. That'll do. Now we'll flame cut it off. Take a little extra time and turn that into a nice ball in the end. You don't want sharp points. It's not so fun. So here I have this twisty kind of just sitting on the edge. It's not really a part of the same glass yet. You can kind of see that there are a ridge between the two of them, and I want to get rid of that. I want it to be one piece, no air pockets, nothing where there's a little bit of a difference in the stress of the glass. But I also want to make sure I don't get it too hot, otherwise it'll get too floppy on me. It's a little bit of a game here. So I'm using my marble molds here. Sort of just my graphite marver as well, so I can kind of just do a little bit of shaping by pushing on it. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know why, I don't know if this actually makes a difference, but it kind of annoys me. I'm just going to kind of push that up so that it gets a little bit closer to the handle. And I'm pretty satisfied that those are now one piece of glass and not multiple. Hi. How's it going? It's a pretty good day. I get a chance to play with a little bit of glass. How's your day going? So this one is actually sparkly. I don't know if that's going to come through on the camera or not. I actually made this one from this rock. You can kind of see that it's chipped up off the top there. I'm not going to remember what kind of rock. I want to say it's a goldstone, but it might be adventuring. I used this for a different project, and now I just want to use up the last bit that I've got. And the sparkle. I'm making a heart pendant. So this is actually going to turn into a twisty heart pendant. I don't have an easy reach of getting an example for you. But this color that I'm putting on the outside right now will become a swirl throughout the whole piece. It's a little bit hard to step away when you've got glass going on. And for me, it's only 9. It's not too bad. Yeah, this is a little bit of after work, just kind of de-stressing for me. Now I am going to take this clear, and I'm going to put 2 blobs of clear on either side. And this is what's going to give the definition for the twist. Because we need a little bit of space to be able to actually see the blue. I might need to turn my flame up a little bit here in a minute. Hi, Bernard. How's it going? Spend a little bit of time and push this down. There we go. It's going to be a mostly blue heart pendant. So this medium blue that I've got here, it's got a blue-green twist and then blue sparkle on top of it. Or a navy blue sparkle. There we go. I had a feeling you would like blue. I think you prefer the electric blue, is that right? This is a medium lapis versus the electric blue. Let's go ahead. Now I need to take a smaller bit of clear here and just sort of cover up my colors so that for the next stage here, as I really heat this up, I don't burn any of the colors. Clear can take a lot more heat than the colors can. I'm not sure if the blue that, I mean it is. It's a pretty deep blue. So this one's darker. I don't know if you can tell that on the stream. My GoPro has I'm not going to remember the name of it. Starts with a D. It has a glass filter on it, which allows a little bit more of the colors to come through, and it blocks out some of the IR, infrared. But it makes the whole stream a little purple. So I don't know if that's contributing to it being a little bit brighter. It's a good medium blue. But I don't know how dark it's coming across on stream. I mean, I still burn my glass. I burned literally something I made this weekend. So it still happens. I'm still learning. Especially, so I made a vortex marble, and the backing of the marble color, you can't, maybe not you can't, I don't encase it. And so it just has, it's prone to it a little bit more. I gotta find a handful of stable colors that can really take the heat. Whereas when I'm doing these twisty hearts, I just don't care what I use on the inside. As long as I can encase it, I know it's gonna be fine. Well, not no, but there's a much better chance. Odds go up. And really what I do when I'm looking to not burn the glass is really trying to pay attention to any time where I see one section or one little line of glass get significantly brighter than the rest of the glass. That's where I find my burns come from. So if I just take my glass, my clear glass, and cover it again. So right now, we're just making a sphere at this point. Sphere-ish. More like a teardrop, I guess. And this is where those swirls are going to start to come in. So I'm going to just twist with one hand and keep the other hand still until I look at it and I go, you know what, that's pretty. I like less twists than more. I feel like if there's too many twists, you lose some of the main color. Now I just kind of want to even out the glass. Miss you too, Twisted Sis. Gives extra flavor, the burnt flavor. Your beauty makes me tear up. Oh my goodness. Well, everyone's unique. Even if I try to use the same colors to make the same heart pendant, I can't. They're gonna be what they're gonna be, and they're all beautiful. And dang nabbit, Twisted Sis, you're beautiful. I said so. This part of the process always gets me. It looks just bright red and kind of almost galaxy stars for me. I don't know. I just like it. Here is where it's going to start to kind of look a little bit more like a heart. Just a little. So at this point, one of these two sides, and I just get to decide arbitrarily, is going to become the tip, and one part's going to become the hump. So I'm going to push one side in, and one side's going to get pulled out. I'm a proven liar. I don't understand. I've never lied a day in my life. Never, ever. Never have I ever. I think, for sake of ease, I'm going to make the top part of this the humps. So first thing, round out that edge. Yes, it is a black. That's correct. There are two types of black, actually. I believe this little stringer is intense black, which I didn't use any black on this. And I think this is just transparent black, which really just looks like regular black. If you lay it thick enough, it's fine. Otherwise, it looks kind of purplish, but whatever. But yeah, I think I kept only two types of black. I think I have the trans black, which really doesn't look transparent at all. And then the intense black, which I don't think I've ever gotten up the courage to use the intense black. I know it makes a webbing pattern, but I think you have to apply really hot heat to it. I don't know. Lovely lady. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm butchering that entirely. Alright. Here we go. I do know that intense black and ivory is a popular combination. Whether or not it's required to get the webbing, I don't know. I do know ivory already is reactive. There we go. Now we can see a heart. There we go. BML Bites knows what I'm talking about. Didinium blends over, which makes it easier to see into the flame, but also changes the color of the glass a bit with a purple filter, right? Which, to be fair, is exactly what I have to wear anyway. I would not be able to see anything that I was doing if I didn't have this purple. I am wearing purple glasses. So the Didinium lenses. There we go. It's coming along. Do I have enough of this to make a bail? I think so. Which way do I like? I think I like that way. Not that it matters terribly much. I'm going to try to put this in the center enough where either side can be forward, but if I end up making a mistake, I'm still picking a top. So here's step one. Melt that in. And just pull this down slowly. Yeah. Time to flame cut it. I end up with a tiny bit of green on this. That's fine. Alright. Oh, where? Here's some tweezers. Just gonna kind of quickly put some heat back through the heart. No cracks at this stage, please and thank you. Bye! Alright. That'll do. Just keep heating, just keep heating. So right now my goal is to not let the heart cool down too much, and to kind of keep the heat concentrated at the bottom that I just touched to it. So I want those to become one, but I don't really want heat on the rest of the bail because I really don't need it to lose its shape. I just need this to become a solid connection. I can kind of use my tools to help shape it. Just a little bit. There. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the stream. I'm hoping to make this relatively regular, and you guys can see me just make some things. It's a good way to de-stress, and I enjoy chit-chatting, so win-win. And you guys can actually see how I make it in real time. Last time that I did this, which was just a test, this is like kind of my first real stream. One of the other people went through and had me start picking out colors, and I made a custom heart. I am actually kind of working on a spreadsheet where I can upload all of the colors that I have. Alright, that's starting to look really nice. I need to be careful with this heart. Please do not get too cold. Very nice. Welcome to the stream, Jeff. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my goodness. I almost didn't do this today because I was like, I don't have any time. I got things to do. But this is going either faster than I expected, or talking is a great distraction. So I'm pretty happy with that. Very nice. Now, let's take clear. So, Bernard is saying that having this in real time is really nice, that having it sped up in videos can feel a little bit misleading. Yeah, it's a little bit of a give and take, right? Like, it depends on who your audience is. Are they people who have been doing glass professionally for a long time, and you just got to get to tell me where it's different than the last thing that you just did? Actually, I want this to be a little bit straighter. Good enough. Or, like, for me right now, it's just about entertainment. It's, you know, if I end up cracking one of these things, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just here to chit-chat and get a little bit better than last time through practice. And if I keep doing this, I'll get a little bit better at it each time. Some days are going to be better. And I'm still trying to work on, and like, so like having the Didinium lenses. Sorry, having the Didinium lenses on here. I think it makes like a pretty big difference because I see a handful of streamers and YouTubers that do glass, and then you're always just like, what's going on? I just see orange, I just see the flame, and I can't tell what your hands are doing. You're using words, but that doesn't mean much. So I like having a relatively pointy tip. And I also want the swirl to go all the way through it. So the first bit I just got rid of was just that dark blue. And here we go. Now that's it. That's all she wrote for that. Now, gotta find my grabbers. Here they go. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this is going to work. I don't think it will. Nope, that's too much of a strong weld. So we're going to go ahead. A little at a time. Want it nice and hot, and then whoop, pull that off. Just let this last little bit melt right in. There it is. That's one heart done. Now, make sure that it is not glowing when you set it in the kiln. And that's it. Yeah, so we are going to work on getting another camera with me in it. We'll kind of just play it by ear. Not sure about the flame itself. Or not the flame, the camera. Sorry, I say camera. See, again, I'm saying it all sorts of wrong. It's only 10 p.m. Our laptop might not be able to handle a second camera. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. What I was trying to say was that for the microphone, actually, the computer's doing a lot of processing for it. It hopefully isn't terribly loud for you guys, but in real life, I have earplugs in because the fan is very loud. And it is only 2 or 3 feet from the microphone right now. I am not talking louder than that than the fan is. I am just significantly closer to the microphone. The microphone sounds great. That's good. This is like a normal talking volume for me too. So this does not feel like I'm yelling. It doesn't feel like if I did this for an hour, I'd go home going dying. That'd be fine. So let's see. I'm just playing around. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to just use the glass that's, again, right next to me. I happen to have a purple off to the side. Kind of a lilac-y color. Let me grab that. Let's see. Yay! I'm glad it sounds natural. Yeah, I'm sure it does go a little bit quiet. It also doesn't help when I switch hands. I've noticed I back up like a good 8 inches to switch the rod between the hands, and I'm like, there's no way that doesn't come across as being really quiet on the stream. Still want a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, that's the fun of this, right? Like, I'm just making hearts for the sake of making hearts. It gets me practice at it. I learn a little bit about the different colors of glass that I own, get to talk with people, and then eventually, one day, possibly, I'll get my Etsy page started again. Nope, not hot enough. Try this again. Good enough. It didn't go smoothly, but that's okay. Got a little bit of a funny shape going on. Here's this one. Right now, I am going to... this is usually better if I have transparent colors. I don't have any at my desk right now. Oh well. I like using this technique so you can kind of see the depth that's created with the little marver down there, but oh well. It is what it is. Whoop. Whoop, too hot, too hot, too hot. Let go. Alright, that one's got a glob with the other glass on it. I'll grab that in a second. Just put a couple of stripes of black in here. Let go. This is where I can tell that I'm not a professional at this. But I don't need to be. Just need to have fun. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this off. Oh, I didn't get enough of it hot. Don't want to leave this for future. Alright. Looking forward to seeing my Etsy page back, but postage may be prohibitive. We'll see. Probably more customs imports. So, currently located in Canada. It's gonna limit the people who probably want to buy, but that's alright. It's alright. I do know that there's a like a local co-op here too, so I might have some of the stuff up on there and see how that goes. Hubby found that for me, and I'm very excited for it. I've actually purchased things from it, but not, I haven't put any of my stuff on. Although it's, I think you pay a commission on sale, but there's no cost to post. So I think it's 15% if the item sells. So whoop. There we go. This is me putting the encasing on it. Although I could have done this before I swirled it. Now's good enough. Still gotta get pretty hot to be able to smash it down. And one of the final stages is going to be me using this clear, or a clear punty, like I did last time, as a handle. And if it doesn't have clear to melt into, you're still gonna notice the clear dot on it, and that's not gonna be fun. No, I did not find them at the art fair. I bought bath bombs online, and it's the Ottawa Artisans. You're right, that's the name. And then they have like a store in the mall. So one weekend I was just like, let's just see what they have there, and I bought more bath bombs. I think I bought a bunch of postcards. Especially of the birds. Oh my goodness, there's like cardinals and blue jays that someone drew that was just, they're just beautiful. I don't even know what medium they're in. I just know I'm happy. And then you saw it at the counter about posting online. Like, I had purchased from them, but it didn't even cross my mind like that it would have been free to post. I was like, no, like, clearly there's some sort of a fee associated with this more than just, upload it and pay us the commission once it sells. Just really nice way of doing it. Can you not be so bright? There we go. So far, it could be one of those pointy shells that you step on in the ocean. That's funny. I'm sorry, what is ocean? I don't live near that. Gosh, haven't lived near the ocean in many, many years. Over a decade. So... This is going to be just more kind of stripey. Seagulls? Oh god, the seagulls disagree. Yeah, no, we have seagulls here. I don't understand it. They're just gulls. There's no sea. They've forgotten themselves entirely. They have no identity anymore. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is when I do the masher there, I don't know if this comes across on the camera at all. Or maybe if I do it just like that, there's like these little ridges that come up. That's from the cold tools that I'm using on the glass, and I don't quite know the science behind it. I know they're called cold marks. I guess that when you heat the glass up super hot, like you need to be able to move it, and use the cold tool, that those are the contact points that actually end up touching the glass as it kind of squishes out. And so it creates these little hot, like, little ridges where I feel like the taller ridge would be what is actually touching the tool, and in between it is what's moving away. But I don't really know. Don't know. Lollipop-o, lollipop-o. Alright, we're getting better. That should be good. This one's gonna be a tiny little dainty heart. It's gonna be cute. I don't usually make things this cute. So here we go. Gotta heat it up hot enough so that it moves. There we go. We're gonna ignore the shape, the fact that it's like a bean shape right now. We'll pull it out later. It'll be fine. Bean shaped heart. That's good enough. Side of this. Spicy lollipop. I don't understand. It would be fine. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna kind of heat this up. I'm gonna get this to move into more of a heart shape here. So I want kind of squish it down a little bit on the sides and also pull it flatter. Let's see if I can get this to be less of a bean. I like bean only in Disenchantment. Beanie. Any bet that I succeed? Rude. Full faith. You believe in me. Yeah. There we go. We'll make it happen. Alright. Definitely getting to be more of a heart shape at this point. making it work. Making it work. Alright. Let's see. Can I get some of this glass to move over to the smaller side so that it looks a little less lopsided? As a general rule, if you add heat to a particular side, the glass is going to move towards it. Not going for perfect, but I think that's acceptably cute. Alright. Let's use the same dark blue. Take a little bit of time. Let's see. Would you want this big side up, big side down? Big side up. Slow and steady. Have you met me? It's not my motto. You make it up as you go along. Alright. There we go. Alright, that should do ya. There we go. And in a second, heat up the heart again. Blue on blue with a tiny, tiny bit of lilac-y white and a tiny, tiny bit of black. Not bad. Let's see. Let's grab this guy. Place that like that. Heat up the heart again. Here we go. This part is probably, I don't actually know, but I think this is the most technical part. Putting on a bale, it's really thin, it really wants to flop around, it doesn't want to be the shape you want it to be, and knowing where to place the flame and how long. This is the thing I struggle with the most, and it sucks because it is like the last thing you do, and you're like, I'm almost done! Like, yeah, but not gonna happen for you. Now we're getting somewhere with it. Just got to melt it in. Let's see. Alright, that is acceptable for me. So now we're just kind of evening it out a little bit. But I'm very happy with I'm calling it a weld, the join between the two pieces of glass. Now we grab a handle. This blue is nice. It heats up in a way that you can tell that it's got good heat going through it. Some colors react a little bit differently and you get fooled. Alright. Shape the bottom bit here. No, you definitely don't want to heat it so much that it blobs on you. That is not the goal. You also don't want it out of the flame too long. It's a bit of a dance. I say that and then I see this side and it bugs me because I can see that it's not super even. At some point you have to stop and just move on. Alright, concentrating on the tiny little tip. So this one I might leave as just a solid blue base, if only because I kind of need more glass. It's kind of a really tiny heart as it is. This will help fill in some of that. But first I need it to become a relatively even shape. Here I'm just kind of letting gravity push it back in. There we go. That'll work. Now, grabbers always end up over by the other side of the desk. You also, so like when you put it into the kiln or into your insulation beads, depending on how you're doing it, you want to wait until it's not glowing because you don't want at this stage to have it. Come on. No, that's not going to happen. All right, melt it off. You don't want to be putting little tiny indents with the grabbers either. That's also no good. Here I'm being really careful not to heat up hardly anything other than this tiny little clear bit. And you know what? I don't think I even want to pull it. I think I'm just gonna melt it. Just get the whole thing nice and hot. Let gravity do the work. Yes, that one's done. Alright, 1 second, I'll answer questions. Alright. So, Jeff asks, is it possible to weld a small gold ringlet onto it for a chain? You know, I have not actually heard of anyone doing that. You know what? I'd say yes. Because I think that you can do it for head pins. So you probably could weld a tiny little, like, jumper ring onto it. I don't know if it would be how strong of a bond it would be. It would be worth looking at. Let's see. Put it in annealing bubbles too soon, your glass will develop what looks like acne. It's not good. Well, that's true. It will do that. It gets little pop marks. And that's not the look you're going for. You got all the way to the very, very end. And so it's it's hard because in your heart you think it's going to crack on you if you wait, but honestly, the times that I end up cracking a piece that I've made have been reintroducing it to heat, not letting it sit in this like handful of seconds. It's like what, maximum 30 seconds that you're staring at it going, can I put it in now? Can I put it in now? Yeah, you can wait 30 seconds, it'll be fine, then you can put it in. So, I'm glad you like it, Charlie. I like it too. For just playing around, it came out to be really nice. Uh, Jeannie could embed rings or objects, but I don't think that she welded metal to glass. So when you say embed rings or objects, do you mean like inside she encased it in glass? But not necessarily the other way around. Okay. That sounds like a really good tip, Bernard. So tap it lightly, and if it makes a nice sound, you're good to go. Otherwise, you're able to still move the glass, and it's not solid enough. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is that it would be like half embedded in the glass and then half out, just enough to snake a little jumper through it, because to make one out of glass, it is and to make a strong, I gotta put that down, that's still warm. To make a strong enough bail, it takes quite a bit of glass on what is otherwise a very dainty heart, so yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Anyway, I have to call it a night. I will talk to you guys another day. Bye!